Good morning, everyone. I'm feeling today is going to be a very quiet and deep session where we can rest in that still, quiet place where truth and reality become a simple, obvious experience. In the song we just heard, I Am Entitled to Miracles, one of the lines we heard was, "How simple is salvation, because you're one with God." That's why it's simple, because that's the truth. If we would only embrace that truth and allow ourselves to have the experience of that truth, because the only one that is keeping me from having that experience is me. My need or my desire to see something that is not seeable, to experience something that is not, in truth, experienceable. And that's why the truth is very simple. What can be seen is seen when I choose to open my eyes and see it. Otherwise, if my eyes are closed and I refuse to see, I'll create worlds that are unimaginable, dreams that are incredible, good or bad, but dreams nonetheless. So as I said, I think today is going to be a session just for us to rest and to realize how simple this is. This morning, I opened up the impersonal light and I came to this page, so I thought I would trust it and share this lesson with you. So let me share this and then we'll see where it takes us. What is not seeable cannot be seen. What you think you see is only a dream so convincing that you believe it's real. But what seems real in a dream is not truly real unless we share it, unless it's shared between you and the I am presence within you. And as much as you want me to, it's impossible for me to enter into your dream. When we say that God doesn't even know what you're doing here, that's what it means. God cannot enter into your imagined world. God is always inviting us to open our eyes and to see and to experience that which can be seen and experienced. That's the call. Not to get God to help us do whatever it is we think we need to do here, which we're going to hear in a moment. You want me to heal you of imagined illnesses, and I say, just open your eyes and see what is really there. Then the seeming effect of illness fades on its own. You want me to help you prosper in a world where nothing stays the same, and I say, choose instead the world where I am storing up riches for you that this world can never understand. Then you'll have no interest in earthly riches. This may feel like a loss to you, but when you finally learn to trust me, you'll realize that nothing is lost when you accept everything. That's a big one. You'll realize that nothing is lost when you accept everything. And herein lies the critical difference between what you have believed until now and what I'm trying to get you to realize. You believe that you must give up what you love in order to receive everything that is lovable. You believe that you must give up what you love in order to receive everything that is lovable. Everything that is real is lovable, while everything that is unreal is unworthy of your attention, let alone your love. There is no sacrifice in the love I am offering you. There is no sacrifice in love. But what you call love requires nothing but sacrifice. What you call love is really hate in disguise. But now, at last, you are able to see past all those strange illusions and perceive what has always been perceived by me, by the I am within you. And when this happens, when this gift has been fully received by your open mind, you will not stop for a moment to claim a shadow over the real world. You will not stop to claim a shadow over the real world, that which can be truly seen and experienced and loved. And the truth is, you wouldn't be hearing this, you wouldn't be here at all if you weren't ready. It would be impossible. For that experience that we're describing is already there. It's already in you, all around you. It is you. It is what you and who you are. And when I say you're finally ready to experience, all it really means is that you've come to the point where you've chased shadows long enough and you realize you're chasing shadows. A dog can only chase its tail for so long before it realizes it's chasing its own tail. We can only chase shadows. But the moment we realize that they're shadows, that they're not real, that they're never going to last, that they're never going to give us what we think they will, what we really want, then we can hold still and let God catch us. That's all we really say every day here in these sessions, is hold still long enough for that experience of your divinity to catch you. Because when it does, and when you enter into that experience, there'll be nothing in this world that will compare. The idea of trying to use spiritual law to become rich or to get a bigger house or better car, those things won't even occur to you. They'll seem silly, like children's games. Of course, you could do that, but why would you? Why would you chase those shadows when they're not going to give you what you really want? The only thing that will give you what you really want is that which is already true within you. How simple is salvation? So it's a simple lesson, and I'm going to keep it simple. I don't want to overdo it and say more than needs to be said, because the words could just get in the way. I could sit here and wax eloquently about this forever, but what good will that do? Just say yes. Just accept this once and for all. Vicki, good morning.
Good morning, James. Okay, James, I'll keep it
I can
simple.
feel you bubbling over here.
Well, because the only thing I would ever add, the way to stay simple is to live in the answer and to focus on the love that's already here, is really to enjoy right now. Enjoy it. And when we're busy enjoying right now, we're busy receiving the love that shows up in everything around us, in the painting behind you, in the fan overhead, in the love and the smile of a brother, in the affection of a dog. Enjoy. We spend so much time preoccupied about nothing that if we would just stay present, no matter what's on our mind. This is no matter what, because love, the love that we are, today's lesson, I am spirit, that's that deeply quiet lesson. And quiet just means no obstructing thoughts, no interfering entanglements that we would chase. And instead of chasing, if we just enjoy where we are, we come into the joy of that holy oneness. We come into it very simply, like when we watch a child just being present to what is. We become like that effortlessly. The only effort that I find, truly find, is when I'm tempted to chase anything, health, relationship, house, anything, to just welcome that feeling and do nothing with it. Welcome it, do nothing with it. Just let it pass through. You know, Jesus, what is it? Dear one used to say, be a passerby. Let everything be passing by. welcome it. Don't resist anything, because the temptation to deny or to reject is always going to be there. That's the only thing to be alert for. And in welcoming everything, letting it pass by without trying to fix it or solve it or do anything with it, leaves us back in the present moment to live in the answer, which is the love that we are, and that we can finally see when we open the eyes of our heart to see, even in the forms around us. So enjoy the moment. Don't be fooled by the distractions of thought. They're nothing. And thank you for this brotherhood, that we can make that choice together, and that we remind each other together every day to stay stable in love and enjoying the joy of love that we are.
Thank you.
Amen. That's it.
You know, you hit it right on the button when you mentioned how the ego always chases. It's always chasing after something. Always. When you think about it, it's always trying to get, right? But the soul rests in God. The soul, the wholeness that we share, holds still and just rests in the what is. It doesn't need to chase anything. First of all, because everything of goodness, everything we need comes to us easily and automatically when we rest in God. But when we're always chasing after things, we never stop to feel and to experience that. I think I need to do it. I need to get this, rather than just holding still and resting in that state of awareness that everything I need has already been given to me and already been accepted by me. So that's why today just feels like a restful, peaceful day, just to hold still and join together in just knowing that it's done. The game is over. We already have everything we need. Teddy, what do you want to share about that?
Well, one second.
It's funny, I think every day you start off by saying, well, I don't know what I want to say about that, but then you have something amazing to say.
I don't know how to say it because, Dove Fishman posted a video that Paulie made of the Academy, and everybody was in it. It's like pictures of everybody. And, of course, the old man was prominent. And when you said what you said, like, this is the old man's teaching. You couldn't be ready unless you were ready to hear it. You couldn't be here to hear it. That's as true. That's as true as it gets. Unless you guys were ready, we couldn't be saying this unless you were ready to hear it to you. You're here because you're ready to hear it. That's all I can tell you. Then the other thing is, I love the double entendre when I hear nothing is lost, because it means two things, backwards and forwards. Like in reality, nothing is lost. But when you find reality, nothing, which was everything that isn't reality, is lost. It's gone. So there's sort of this double entendre to that saying whenever I hear it. And there's a bunch of those in the course where it goes backwards and forwards to cover all bases in 2 or 3 words. It's really amazing. And I got a personal message from today in listening. Don't be confused by continuing symptoms. Most of the time, I just apply that to myself. Today, in remembering the experience of knowing that this world was over a long, long time ago and in fact never existed, I'm not to be confused by the continuing symptoms of seemingly nobody accepting it, because in the end, everybody accepted it. And the end is always, right here, right now. So you guys have already accepted it. Might as well accept it now. Because I'm not confused by continuing symptoms. This is nothing, and it's over and gone. And we're all back where we never left. That's all I know.
Yeah. The game has already been won. we're watching a replay, getting into it, really into it, as if the score, is like we're down by 3, and, and we're worried about losing when the game has already been won. We're watching a replay. That's why we can just relax and rest in God. Now, I see that Paulina has asked a question, and someone else. Oh, was that, I think, Vicky trying to answer? I always know it's Vicky because she puts lots of little emojis at the end. Paulina is asking, who is the old man? Because some people, refer to the old man or to dear one. He was the teacher of many of us here in the room. His name was Chuck Anderson, but you would never call him that. Just call him dear one, or
the old man.
Would you call him the old? I mean, what did you call him right when you were in front of him?
I always called him dear one. And I was in front of him every day, being the administrator of the place. But Jimmy, you were there before there was even an academy. You knew it from way, way back.
Yeah, I got there maybe a month after you and Vicky did. So back when there was very little, but it was a remarkable experience. 150, 200, 300 people every single day, completely focused on one thing. It was a remarkable time, much as what we're doing here, even though we're not all physically in the same room. It's the intention to see the recognition that you couldn't be here if you weren't ready, and that nothing is required of you, but that you give up nothing. Oh, that was another good double entendre.
Exactly. There you go.
Nothing is required of you except giving up nothing. And maybe you can just take that one into your day today and just really be with it. I mean, that alone can initiate the experience. Just kind of being present with that one statement. Nothing is required of you, but that you give up nothing. Wow, that'll blow your mind if you let it.
Yeah.
So let's. Yes. Anything else you want to share, Vicky or Teddy?
I'm good. I'm good and I'm gone.
Good and gone. I like that. All right, let's open it up and